Barrington, welcome to MBAA 2008.
Well, it's certainly a pleasure to always be here.
Well, when we're not out girdling the globe, what brings you this year to Orlando and MBAA?
Well, what brings me this year to Orlando is Mitsubishi and Chevron doing some work. We're bringing young people up here to witness this, and also to announce our educational partnerships to target the younger generation and get them involved in this industry. This industry is in serious need of young people, and we're here to address that in a sound way and to tie students in directly into the resources available in their community.
Well, let's face it, if you walk these floors, there's a big problem out there. They all look like me. They're very gray, and it's a tough thing to look at the future of aviation when you don't see the youth that aviation needs, the new blood, the new creativity, the new people. How are you going to bring that about?
Well, you know, when you look at this industry, you see technology advancing at a rapid pace. However, our workforce is not. And part of the reason for that is that we're no longer engaging students from the classroom level. And another reason is we're dealing with security restrictions and so forth, so not just anyone have access to this industry, which is important. So what we're doing now, we're bringing aviation directly to the schools, directly to the communities, and saying, hey, not only can you get involved in this industry, not only could you fly around the world and do great things, but guess what? There are resources that exist right here in your own backyard where you too can take advantage of it.
Well, you've got a fair amount of flying experience under your belt by now. You obviously could go out and find yourself a pretty decent job in this business at this point, but you're obviously taking on quite a cause. What drives you in that regard?
Well, what drives me is the need. It's the need and the way how aviation can impact the lives of young people. You know, for me to teach students math, science, and reading and do it through aviation is not a challenge at all. And as a matter of fact, it's fun for the students. And companies like Mitsubishi have recognized that and utilizing the technology that they have and the people and resources in order to get that out. So for me, it's a great partnership and a great opportunity, once again, to show students another side of the aviation industry that most don't know about.
Cirrus Design's Vision SJ50 single-engine personal jet offers exceptional fuel efficiency, flexible seating for up to 7, advanced avionics, and all the Cirrus safety features you expect, including the Cirrus airframe parachute system. With its detailed design, the Cirrus Vision is technologically advanced, yet engineered to be simple to fly, to allow owner pilots more lifestyle pursuits than any other personal aircraft. Learn more about the Vision SJ50 at cirrusdesign.com.
What sparked your interest in aviation? It always starts somewhere. There's that moment when a person who's been anchored to the ground looks up and kind of goes, yeah, that's where I want to be.
Well, what really sparked my interest, I was 15 years old, right before I turned 16, and I had a full scholarship to the University of Florida to play football. Then this pilot walked up to me and said, hey, son, have you ever thought of becoming a pilot? I looked at him crazy, told him I didn't think I was smart enough to do it. I told someone I didn't think I was smart enough to fly. He took the time out. He worked with me. He showed me this industry. He taught me a lot of things. And here I am today, and still till this day, he is my mentor. And the same way that worked for me is the reason why Mitsubishi is trying to exemplify that at other levels.
What's that old line about karma is something you can't own, it's something you have to share?
That's right. That's right. You have to share it. And this is a dynamic industry. It's an industry that touches people's lives, and it's an industry that can advance our future generation. And I think now classrooms and educators are starting to see that and see the value in that can help students learn more about math, science, and reading.
What are the nuts and bolts of the program? What exactly is it that you're going to be undertaking, and what kind of effort is this? Who's involved? How many people? What is happening here?
Well, what we're doing, we're partnering with major industries like Mitsubishi. I run a nonprofit organization called Experience Aviation, and phase one for us is first getting directly to the classrooms, getting the students engaged, having them show interest, partnering them up with major industry. We're currently developing a lot of curriculum. We've had a very successful after-school program down in Miami. We were able to take some students from a 1.0 grade point average to 2.0 in just 9 weeks. We just recently had students build an aircraft in 10 weeks. Next week, Wednesday, I'm preparing to fly the aircraft, the first test flight, a light sport aircraft. And, these are the type of things that we're doing. We're taking things that exist in industry, and we're breaking it down to the classroom level. So for anyone that wants to learn more about what we're doing, they can visit our website, experienceaviation.org. That's experienceaviation.org to learn more about what we're doing and how we're getting industry involved to address this.
Tell me a little bit about this aircraft construction project. It's got to be quite a rush. for a kid to have a part in building an airplane and then watch it take flight. That's got to be a mind blower.
It's a life-changing event. It's a life-changing event, and you know, some of these students, you know, they used to be in the juvenile justice system. Some of these students were looking for something to do. Not everyone was an athlete, you know, not everyone was that all-star kid. But guess what? There's students out there that's looking for something different to do, and aviation fits that mold for a lot of students.
Where do you go from here? Obviously, this is just the beginning of a major initiative on your part, but there's got to be a tremendous future to something like this.
Oh yeah, there's certainly a tremendous future. We're looking to provide more training, internships, career awareness, and also recruitment. We're going to have a serious major problem with our future workforce, and we're trying to develop solutions to address that. And one of the most major steps that we can do is to partner with industry to make it easily accessible for young people seeking something different.
Okay, we are cleared for our approach. Have our Garmin GPS set up to fly the LPV. And look, here comes the glide path. Now, you're probably wondering how we can intercept a glide path when there's no ILS on the field. Well, hey, that's the beauty of WAS GPS. No ILS, no localizer, no problem. WAS gives us full vertical guidance even without ground-based nav aids. Okay, next you're probably wondering why there's spit all over your side of the windshield.
It's really simple as far as where you first start. You look at Mitsubishi and Chevron, for example, what they've done. You first target communities that you already exist in. You target those hometowns, and you bring people in, and you show them what you do. And you show them not only what you can do, but you show them what they can do if they're involved in your company. Aviation is something that surrounds so many people, but we're just unaware of the opportunities that exist. And that's the first step in breaking down the barrier and the fears and the misconceptions about such a great dynamic industry.
Can this be exported to other areas? Are you in the process of putting together programs like yours in other areas?
Oh, yes, but right now we're going through a lot of incubation development for curriculum and so forth in order to take this on a nationwide and international level, which is important. The U.S. is not only the only system that's feeling the effects of this. You know, aviation and aerospace is a vital part of our economy. And when you look at the future, it's not that, you know, the picture looks a little bit bleak. So we have to address that, and now's the time to do it.
If I can touch on, you know, one of the a little bit more of a blatant issue here, we're in a business that's awfully white. I mean, it's just everybody is either old or Caucasian, and you just don't see much of an invitation to people of color. You just don't see that, hey, this is aviation's for everybody. Is there a bridge here that's also occurring at the same time? Yeah,
I mean, there's a bridge occurring, and, you know, it's no fault of anyone. You know, aviation is an industry that it really surrounds. When you look at airports and you look at the surrounding communities around airports, a lot of times it's inner cities. You know, but the problem is that a lot of our young people don't venture past the gates. And so we have to get them to venture past the gates and learn more about this industry. And, you know, for a lot of inner city families, no one in that household is an aviation professional. You know, so we have a huge task at hand.
Well, to me, it's God's work, and I sure hope you have the best of success, and more important, promise me you'll keep us up to date.
I certainly will, and looking forward to continue keeping Aero-News up to date.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.